the system. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yesterday we discussed about whole documents, sample documents, and even POC documents. I'm not sure about the POC documents, but I think we have discussed all of them. Right. One thing on the POC documents, so we really don't require, the tolerance group and assignment of tolerance group to the user. It is not at all required. As I mentioned earlier, the system behaves in the same way. I don't know. I mean, this is kind of exception, but you know, the process is not required. I mean, tolerance group is not required, and assignment of tolerance group to the user is also not required. Okay, so let's do the recurring documents. Yesterday we discussed about recurring documents. If at all we have any documents that are to be posted at a certain interval, we will be using such we will be using those documents, right? So such documents are called recurring documents. So this involves a little configuration, so let's do a little configuration on this, and after that we will see the postings. Okay, so here you have an option: define run schedule. Define run schedules. The path for this is IMG, financial accounting global settings, document, recurring entries, and run schedules. Just execute run schedule. It means it is just a code that we are creating. It is just a code that we are creating here in this for our recurring documents. Okay, so here this is the place where we create the code. It is just a code, some description. It does not have any properties. So in order to do that, go into new entries. We'll create 1248 recurring documents. Just it is a code with a description, does not have any properties. Just save the same thing. Now, the properties are to be maintained in the next step. The properties are to be maintained in the next step. Enter run dates. Okay, back. So the properties of this run schedule are to be maintained here in the enter run dates. The path is same, just execute. What for this transaction is, this transaction we will mention, what are the dates on which you want this recurring document to be executed. So you will be entering the run schedule while you will be entering the run schedule while maintaining the details. Okay, I've just executed. We will have one pop-up wherein we will maintain the run schedule, and once we enter into that, we will maintain the dates of the recurring documents. So it means system will work the recurring document only on those dates specified here in this. As I mentioned yesterday, so the recurring documents have to be executed sequentially. It means if we have monthly recurring documents starting from January, and directly we cannot execute something relating to February, March, April, or so on and so forth. You need to execute the first one, then followed by second one, followed by third one. So you need to go in the sequential order. If you skip the sequential order, system will not be able to execute. Okay, so let's maintain the dates here in the run dates using our run schedule. Okay, here you have run schedule. Select select the relevant run schedule. Select the relevant run schedule. Right, ours is 1248. Just press enter. Now in this run schedule, we will be creating the dates. Just in order to create the dates, press new entries. We are on 31st July. So let us take the dates like this: 15th July 2019, then 31st July 2019, 15th August 2019, 31st August 2019. What does it mean? It means system will be executed only on these dates. System will be executed the recurring documents only on these dates. So 15th September 2019, 30th September 2019. Okay, so it works only on these dates. Then 15th October 2019, 31st October 2019, 15th November 2019, 30th November 2019. So 15th December 2019 and 31st December 2019. Just save it. Just save that. So it means basically the recurring document works only on these days. Only on these days. Okay, it works only on these days. Clear? So we have not specified what transaction are we posting on 15th July, what transactions are we posting on 31st July. But just we have created the dates on which we are going to execute our recurring document. Okay, just we are mentioning what what are the dates that we are covering as part of recurring documents execution. Okay, so the transaction details are not being considered so far. So these are the two steps that are there as part of the configuration. Let's see from the front end. So what we have done so far, we have created run schedule and we have maintained the dates, right? Now what transaction that are we posting as part of recurring documents? So first of all, we will be creating a recurring document for this. So in order to create a recurring document, we will be doing that in the easy access, because business it is a responsibility. It is not the responsibility of the consulting firm. It is the responsibility of the business to create the recurring document. So let's create a recurring document. Okay, so this is where we will do our recurring document. FBD1, create recurring document. Path for this is easy access, accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, document entry, reference documents, and recurring document. FBD1. Just enter into this. Okay, our company code is 1248. Nowhere we have specified the company code. While creating the configuration, we have just created run schedule. We have given some code. Then with the run schedule, we have given the dates 31st July, 15th August, like that, right? But nowhere we have specified, the company code. So here, this is the place we are doing. What is our first run? 15th July, and 31st December is going to be our last. Okay, and here you have an option to enter run schedule. Either you will have to enter run schedule, or you will have to give this run interval in months, how frequently you want to run this, the recurring document. So since we have got our run schedule, just enter the run schedule. Our run schedule is 1248. This is the one that we have created just now. So select the same thing. Do you want to copy the text while executing the recurring document? If so, select the same thing. Do you want to transfer the amount in local currency, or if you have any tax amounts, do you want to take that amount? Then select the same. Now select the document type. Our document type is SA, and I'm selecting the currency. You can give reference or document header text if you want. Just we'll select the currency and we'll take some posting key. Okay, I'm just selecting USD, posting key going to be 40 and 5,20,000. I still have not created the GLs. So debit posting key and account, just press enter. I think we have again the same problem, tolerance related thing. In the meantime, let's go over there and see. We need the system. Okay, back. Tolerance groups. So posting of recurring document is also one of the month-end activities in most of the cases. It means if you have certain transactions to be posted on the last day of the month or first day of every month, then that becomes the one of the month-end activities. 1248. Let me try to remove this tolerance group from our company code and let's see if that works or what. I will just check it once again. Okay, so I'm going back to the posting. Just press enter. Reference is important in this case. I'm just putting something. Enter. You have, let's say, 12, 3, 4, 5. And let me take a cost center 7,000, or you can consider anything. So I'm just straight away selecting 7,000. I will say recurring entries 50. Okay, and 1,20,000, which is a bank account. Just press enter. The same thing. Okay, let me post it from the beginning. FBD1, first run, last run, run schedule 1248. Select the taxes amount if you want to copy the same thing from here while posting the transaction. Okay, tolerance is required as a reference is required. So debit posting key, select the bank account, sorry, expenses account, amount, cost center, text is recurring entries, 50, cost center is not assigned. So someone made the business area as required. Someone is changing the properties. Cost center 7,000 is not assigned to business area. Okay, let me select 1,000. Okay, just KS02. I'm just going into this, taking the cost center. Let's see, business area. And in the configuration, let's go into the configuration. I'm going into ledgers, fields, field status, company code, field status variant, execute. Why I'm going into here in the field status variant? Because it is expecting a business area. I just want to see whether that particular GL has a field status, right? So field status group, whether that field status group has any required entry in the case of business area. So for that reason, I'm going into the field status variant. We have created our own field status variant 1248, and I'll go there and check what is the status of the business area. So for this GL, we have assigned Z002. So let's take, let me show you that in FS00 for 5,20,000, is this coming at the time? Yes, it's coming at the time of considering the office expenses, right? So if you see over here, Z004 is the one, right? You can double click from here, or you can go from the path. Okay, ours is 1248 double click on field status groups. Z004, double click on this. Okay, additional account assignment, double click on this. Okay, business area is an optional only. So why this became as mandatory? Let's see whether anyone made business area as one of the characteristics in document splitting. I'm just trying to find out the reason someone made something. I'm just trying to find out from where this has happened. I'm trying to find it in the document splitting. If you have document splitting with that functionality. So here, document splitting characteristics for general ledger. We have seen all these things just executing. Let me also see if we have any business area created, TS0, K02. Someone made business area. Don't know what he has done. Maybe has activated user exit or something. Not sure about all these things. If we don't get from there, let's take this. If you don't get any clue here from the, yes. If you see over here, see business area, he made it as mandatory. This is the reason why we are getting that error. Okay. This is the reason why we have that business area as mandatory. Someone is making the changes since it is okay, fine. Again, I'm changing this to profit center, saving. Yes. So I got an error, went into field status, checked whether business area was the required. It was not the required. So then I went into the document splitting. So business area made as a required entry. So because of that, we were facing the issue. So after saving this, let's post a fresh transaction. I'm not taking now business area. I'm not saving. Okay, so cost center does not have now KS03. If you go here, K03, take 7,000 cost center and enter. You will not be finding business area. Yeah, you will be not finding the business area. Let us post a transaction once this is saved. Still it is happening. So what is the transaction code? FBD1. Taking long time. Should not take this much time. Yeah, finally done. So let's go and run a BD0, a BD1. My God. Raghu, we need the system issue be resolved as early as possible because we are spending a lot of time on waiting for the move. Okay, so let's take the details again. So our run schedule is 1248. I'm just selecting the transfer, the text. So reference is important. Take posting key as 40. Take expenditure account. It was fine initially at least, but it is taking now too much time. Raghu, otherwise we need to find someone else. Okay, even if you have the new system, that's fine. I can keep the configuration, whatever we have done so far, I'll keep the configuration in a daytime, in one day. But waiting for one screen movement is not at all good, advisable. Okay, so just post some amount, take cost center as 7,000 and text recurring documents 50, bank account. Okay, take the amount, take the text. Okay, go to document, and if you see over here, you're not finding any simulate option. Just post. On posting this, system will generate one document number which will not have any finance implication. We have just created a recurring document. This is not a financial document. If you go and check our GL line item report or any other report, you would be not you would not be finding this transaction. But once we run the first recurring document on 15th of July, you will find that information in the finance. So the recurring document will not be a finance document, but when we post the recurring document in the real environment, considering the dates mentioned in the run schedule, then that those transactions will be a finance documents. We will see now FBL 3N and you will understand.
Nanda, I think this is a serious issue, because we cannot really afford to wait so long to
Hmm,
process.
correct,
Otherwise, if we
correct.
continues, it's gonna take 1 year, to complete the course. The way, I tell
Correct.
you, I mean, because I mean, we are wasting so much time, in just processing.
Hmm,
रघु,
yeah.
कुछ करो मेरे भाई.
Okay. So in the meantime, we'll check the other one. So the document, recurring document is created using FBD1, right? This is what we have done just now. In the document entry, you can see here in the reference documents, FBD1. Okay. And just minimizing. And if you go here in the document, again, reference document, recurring documents, you can see change of recurring document, display of recurring document, display changes, or delete your recurring document. Okay, these are all there. And the important transaction in this case is, yeah, at last finally we got this 91 all zeros. Now if you see over here, FBD3, so 91 all zeros, enter 2019, let's see. Okay, let us see now. I'm coming out from here totally. Again, FBD3, 91 followed by zeros. Press enter. What happened to this? Okay, let me do in FBD2. Press enter. Okay, don't know why.
I think Nanda, this system is completely messed up. I tell you, we need to
Correct.
get another one.
Okay, let us see the other one. Here, in order to run the recurring document, we will have to use f.13 and f.13 to see what are the document number, recurring document numbers available. So I've just selected f.15 and there is another transaction code s underscore al or something we have. We can check that as well. So there is another transaction code. Let me pull in the meantime. Information systems, general ledger report, document and general. Within this, we have recurring entry documents. This is the same one. Just enter here and here company code, select our company code 1248 and just enter run schedule because I don't want to restrict anything. If you want, you can restrict. If you want to know only the document numbers created in particular fiscal year, you can do that. And our run schedule is 1248. I want to see all my customer related, vendor related, GL related. I want to see all the list of recurring documents created in this run schedule in this company code. Just execute. Yeah, this is the one. So this is the one we have executed just now. So company code is 1248. Document number on the top, you have document number 91, all zeros. Document type SA. Posting date. When did we create this recurring document? Today. And what is your first run? What is your next run? And what is your last run? Once we execute the first run, it says as a first run at 15th July, but the next run going to be 31st July because we ran 15th. Okay, so you can see the debit, credit, and the amounts. So let us post the recurring document. So using f.15, the screen is the same, no change at all. Okay, so I'm not executing because it is taking time. F.14, let me execute this recurring document and we can find a difference on the next run. Currently the next run says as 15th July. If I complete 15th July, this becomes 31st July. So as I mentioned, the recurring documents have to be executed sequentially. If you skip this sequence, it will not allow you to run. It will not allow you to execute the transaction at all.
So the Nanda, this document has to be executed on exactly that date, or we can
You can run
always.
you can run any day, but
Oh,
the date whatever you have there in the run schedule, that needs to be entered. I'll show you that.
or this has to be manually executed, or we can do by
Batch
batch.
background program, yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Now if you see here, company code, I'm entering 1248 and I'm selecting 91 all zeros. That is my document number, and I'm just saying as posting date 1st August 2019, and settlement period is the one that is important. So here I will have to select sequentially, and my run schedule is 1248, right? My run schedule is 1248. Now if you just execute, you will have some information at the end here, end of the screen. Okay, now I'm just executing. So normally this has to be executed in the background, but I'm just showing you the importance. I've executed here. I'll have some information at the end. This is kind of a batch input program. So this needs to be executed in the background. Okay, see here it is mentioned as session was created. If you enter other than the first day, I mean 15th July, if you take something else, or 30th, 31st July or something else, you can see information saying as session SAP F120 was not created, was not created. So it means there is some problem. So you need to check, and you will have to execute the recurring document sequentially. Okay, so since it is mentioned as created, go to program, execute in background. So there are some other formalities that we will have to do in the background program, background execution program. Okay, I've selected program, went into program in the background, execute the program in the background. So you need to enter certain information, I mean output device, some kind of thing. Yeah. See output device, select LP01. Normally that is what the local device we call it as. Just press enter here. You'll have one more pop-up. Okay, so just enter immediate here, check to see if at all we have errors, and I'm saving. So now you will have some information. Some information. It says this is executed in the background. Something, some kind of information you can find now. Okay, see, it says as background Java schedule for program SAP F120. This is a standard program SAP has for the recurring documents. So you don't remember this program name and all. So go to system, go to services, go to batch input, you have session. So it means I'm executing the batch input program. SAPF something is there, right? You can see here. There are two programs happened little while ago. How come it happened? That's fine. So normally it has to have two only in the span of 3 minutes. We can see two. Don't know. Okay, but select the one and just say process execute. And I want to say if at all we have any errors, I want to see them. Okay, and I can say default dipro size or just you can do that. Or if you want to do that in the background, you can do. Just select process. It is happening now. The program is being carried out. See, no amount tolerance. Again, something went wrong in the configuration. Someone changed it again.
I think somebody else is also using our
Yeah. So
user ID.
many are there. Many people are there using this system. See, I've entered here again that gone. So once we maintain over here and once we execute this transaction, right? Once we execute this transaction, you would be able to see some change over here. The first one going to be this thing, but the next one going to be 30th, 31st July. You can see a change here in this. Okay. So any questions on the recurring document? Someone is using the system and changing a lot of things. Okay.
Can we use different system, Nanda, so that it could be much faster and also
I mean, we'll have to reach out to Raghu only can do this.
Raghu?
Any questions on the recurring documents?
No.
Okay, I think I'll talk to Raghu also. And Raghu, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can I stop the
Yeah,
recording in the
just we need.
meanwhile?
Yeah, please.
Uh,